Hello, welcome to HattyWaiverWireGuru.com. What we're going to do here is a review of the rankings, something new for you. Obviously, I'm dorkified today with this is actually NC State. You can't read it, but I've got a big NC State crazy hat on, and then my dorkified glasses. You probably didn't know I wear glasses, but I can't see for squat, so I got on my rec specs here. I'm going to go through each position and highlight some players that I'm interested in for this week. I know a lot of you in your finals this week, so let's hop right into it. Players with upside, Cam Newton, tons of upside against Oakland. Somebody that needs to be started if you got him. Top quarterback for me this week is Tom Brady against Jacksonville. I think he bounces back this week and has a solid week. A guy that I think is going to be almost top 5 is Andrew Luck. Going up against Kansas City. I think it's game time for these guys. They've got to get into the playoffs, and Luck's going to be playing lights out. Tony Romo, another guy I'm looking at this week as well, to do well. So keep an eye on him. Maybe a little bit of a bounce back for Josh Freeman. Had a horrible week going up against St. Louis. It's a tough D. That's going to be tough. So guys that I'm a little worried about this week, that would be Matt Schaub, Andy Dalton. I'm worried about those guys. I wouldn't. Joe Flacco could be okay, but it's kind of tough there. And let's see, any deep sleepers. Maybe Ryan Fitzpatrick as a deep sleeper of the week, going up against Miami. But other than that, guys, that's about it. So check out the quarterback rankings on the site for further help and decisions there. Let's move on to running back as I load the page. Again, all this is in real time, unrehearsed, guys, so I'm just trying to go through the rankings for you real quick and tell you what I like and what I don't. Let's look for Adrian Peterson as number 1 RB. He's got to get that record. I really want Peterson to get the record, so he's got to be my number 1. But Alfred Morris is going to be top 5 in production against Philadelphia, finds the end zone. Marshawn Lynch is unbenchable. C.J. Spiller, a big week this week against Miami. I think he goes off. Matt Forte, I've got him in the top 10. Bush is almost on injured reserve, so you got to go Forte. Let's look for Jamal Charles to have a bounce back week against Indy. I think he goes off. Knowshon Marino has been huge. Got to start him. He's almost top 10 for me, guys. Knowshon Marino's, you got to start him. DeMarco Murray is going to have a nice week. Chris Johnson is moving. Darren McFadden looked explosive. I would start him for sure. Frank Gore, you got to get him in there. Mikel LaShore, I like him this week. I'm a little down on Ridley, but I think he bounces back this week. I have him top 20. Look at LeSean McCoy coming back this week. You got to keep an eye on the news there, but it could be dicey. Could be sharing a lot of carries there. So Bryce Brown, you got to put him down. Unfortunately, for you guys that have been working on Bryce Brown, watch that situation. Vic Ballard definitely up against Kansas City. I like that a lot. Reggie Bush should have a good week this week, guys. Ahmad Bradshaw, you got to keep an eye on. I wouldn't start him, but if he's back, that makes David's Wilson value down. But if Bradshaw's out, you got to start Wilson. D'Angelo Williams has been putting it up. You guys know I've been talking about him against Oakland. I think he finds the end zone. Sean Green's startable. Alex Green is in the top 30. Beanie Wells, top 30. Let's dig deep here. Montel Owens. Rashard Jennings isn't back. Owens. Like Jacquizz Rodgers this week against Detroit. I really like that play for a deep guy. And that's about it. All right, let's move on to wide receivers. This is going to be a long video, guys. I'm sorry, but we got to do what we got to do here. We're even going to talk about defense for you guys, so that should encourage you. I never talk about defense. Let's go into my top player of the week, Calvin Johnson. Got to go with them, setting records also. I like Julio Jones this week, big time actually, against Detroit. He's finding the end zone. He's looking healthy, and Roddy White has been kind of injured, so I really like him. I like Des Bryant. I like Victor Cruz to bounce back. Wes Welker. Randall Cobb, beast mode, finds the end zone this week. Reggie Wayne bounces back against Kansas City. I'm telling you, Indy's got to win, so look for Reggie Wayne to get in the mix there. V-Jax, as always, got to start him. Pierre Garçon, if RG3 is back, you got to put Garçon in there. Decker had a great week last week, going to have a good week this week. Let's see. Mike Wallace looked awesome. I'd start him for sure. Denario Alexander made me iffy, but he should bounce back top 20. Cecil Shorts is back. Got to get him in there. Stevie Johnson, he's been going off. Miles Austin, I think you go with him, put him in. Danny Amendola is back. I'd start him for sure. Macklin is borderline startable, but Lance Moore is borderline. I like Antonio Brown this week against Cincinnati. He's bouncing back with Big Ben. Mike Williams, he's startable. Brandon Lloyd, he's not doing what he did last week, guys, so don't go nuts there. But he's top 30 for me. Greg Jennings is startable. T.Y. Hilton, that's a deeper guy. I like Sidney Rice this week. He's a deeper guy. Justin Blackmon I like a lot this week. Bounce back guy, Kenny Britt, had a rough week last week, but I think he bounces back this week. And Golden Tate is startable. And yeah, check the rankings. You can for even more if you need them. But that's almost everybody that I'm interested in this week. Jimmy Graham, he's going to be my top of the week. He's going to do well this week, guys. Come on, against Dallas, it's going to be a show. Aaron Hernandez, very startable. Gonzalez, startable. Witten, got to start him. Olsen, very nice, top 5. Heath Miller, top 5. Owen Daniels, got to put him in. Keep an eye on Gronkowski's health. If Gronkowski is healthy and playing, I think that's a nice sleeper for you guys if he hasn't been played. Dennis Pitta, he had a great week last week, guys, but he could bum on you. Kyle Rudolph, deeper. I like him. And then what about Tony Scheffler, guys? Going deep on that one, but Scheffler, he's startable. And we're going to go and do some defense because I told you I would do defense. Defense drives me nuts. Okay, the Bears pull Arizona. Now, Arizona played well against Detroit, but I think, the Bears, are the Bears. They should have a better week this week. Denver Broncos have been looking nice. They got Cleveland. That's a top defense. Seahawks, Texans. I like the Jets against San Diego, guys. So, Tebow, it's Tebow time. But the Jets defense, it's time. The Patriots pull Jacksonville, guys. That's a nice pick. Let's see. Chargers, going deep there. How about the Chargers? Other deep plays. Panthers against Oakland. And that's it. Check the defense if you need more. That's it, guys. Happy holidays. I like to say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas is underutilized. So Merry Christmas. And if you got questions, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, hook me up and I will answer your questions. Good luck. Win some championships, guys. That's it.